Hello, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. We are still here with Spaceman Boone and EDE. I have to confess it's been a while since I've been back on this. I've kind of forgotten what we were doing, but I've just taken a brief look at the quest log, and we do have the one to confront Benny at the Tops Casino at the Vegas Strip. So, I think this is as good a time as any to start heading in that direction. There are some other quests and odd jobs that we can do dotted throughout the Nevada desert, but we'll save those until we come across them kind of organically. Did we speak to Victor?
Fancy meeting you here, friend.
Don't think we did. How did you get here?
Just rolling along on my spurs. Looks like I just might make it to New Vegas after all.
You and me both. You see what happened in there?
Yep. Guess it's just down to you and Fancy Pants. I wouldn't worry about him. He looks all hat and no cattle, if you ask me.
Okay. Did you see Benny come this way?
Fancy Pants? No, I ain't seen hiding a hair of him since the tussle in Good Springs. I'm sure he ran back to the soft living of New Vegas, though.
It's good to see you again, Victor.
Yep, but this is getting mighty embarrassing. People gonna start to talk.
Okay, goodbye.
Look me up when you get to New Vegas. I'll buy the first round.
I will see you there shortly. What's in here? Lots of darkness. Whoa, and enemies.
Alright. It's over.
Is it though, Boone? Is it? Yes, it actually is. We can hack the terminal. Clothing. Okay, so ING, I guess. Ooh, creating. Breaking? Yeah. Logging in. Disengaging locks. Let's see what loot is in here. 20 gauge rounds, bottle caps. What's our carry capacity like? It's not worth taking. Right, let's get out of here. Ooh, there's an enemy over here as well. Look at this. Barstow Express. Looks like some dogs. What's that? I hear gunfire in the distance. Never mind.
Contact.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's head to New Vegas. So, yeah, as I said, not been on this in a while. Stuff has been going on. Or not going on, really. I think that's probably the more appropriate description. I start a new job in September. And we've been doing all the screening and ID process for that, which has taken a long time. And I've been through to see my mum. Ended up staying at hers for about 2 or 3 weeks, actually. It was quite a long time. And there's stuff going on with the house as well. So I've not really sort of been creating anything content-wise. I've just kind of been sat in my downtime, playing a lot of Elder Scrolls Online at the moment. Okay, bye. Bye, Boone. Bye, EDE. Yeah, just playing a lot of stuff kind of recreationally. But I figured it was high time for some more Fallout New Vegas. Here we are. There's plenty of little undiscovered locations around here. I'm actually quite tempted just to go and check some of them out on the way to Vegas. Might turn up some good side quests. I can still hear that gunfire. Maybe that's coming from somewhere down here. Let's go and check it out. An enemy just popped onto the radar, so I'm going to guess that's a yes. What are they, Legion? Mirelurks, is it? A Mirelurk King. Let's try and ignore that for the time being. I think this is a ranger outpost up here. Let's go and have a look. I bound all my weapons too. Yep, this is... Which ranger outpost? Ranger Station Alpha. Let's have a word with the inhabitants, if anyone's awake. Ranger Lindholm, wake up.
This is a military outpost. Why are you here?
Better question is, why are you sleeping in the middle of the day? So, you're a ranger?
For about 10 years now. Toughest training I've ever done, and was the proudest day of my life when I got my ranger badge. Did you know that the first battle at Hoover Dam was won because of the rangers? Legion had the numbers, but we had the skill.
Okay. What do you do here?
Ranger Station Alpha used to be the frontline outpost for NCR. When we moved on to the dam, this station has fallen into more a support role.
Any interesting places?
Have you ever heard the story of the bomber that crashed into the lake before the war?
Oh,
Supposedly
yeah.
it's
I
mostly
forgot about
intact,
that.
even after all that time.
So I'm just going to... There we go. Yeah, there is a bomber in the lake. I can't remember what the significance is of that.
Hello.
When you steal NCR equipment, tools, and personal property, you are his bitch. Okay.
This post isn't someplace a civilian ought to be.
Anything going on?
Just the usual. Legion scouts try to slip across the river a couple of times a week, but they always end up floating downriver with holes in their heads.
Tell me about the Rangers.
I'm not really much of a historian. The short version is that the Rangers are the elite of the NCR military. Best fighters in the wasteland. Ranger Station Alpha. Ranger Lindholm is in command here.
Lindholm, not Lindholm.
Don't get killed out there.
I'll try not to. Let's go and have a look at the bomber in the lake. Now that we've discovered that little outpost. I think I mentioned in one of the other videos, there is a mission to go and do a circuit around the ranger outposts, but I can't remember where you pick the mission up from. So for now, we'll just wander about until we find it. Oh, actually, do you know what? Boone. Boone? Oh, there you go. I
Fine by me.
want some of your things. I don't think this actually helps against drowning. It should do, but it probably doesn't. And we'll give you... Nope, not those. Did I not have casings? Yes. No. Right. Let's stick on the spacesuit. It's a rad resist spacesuit. And I mean the helmet should protect us. God damn it. Pop some Radex as well. In we go. Yep, we're still drowning. So I think it's somewhere towards the middle. I can swim. As for if there's anything else in this lake, I do not know. However, I believe there are Mirelurks. Well, there's definitely... Ooh. Are they all Mirelurk kings? Okay, can't use binoculars while we're in the water. Right, I'm not going to mess with them. That's a bit of an ominous little string chordy bit of music. Right, where is this bomber? Under DC. There's the... I forget the name of the casino that Mr. House lives in. Is it the Tops Casino? The Lucky Seven? One of the two. Don't see this bomber. Oh! Let's check the map. Hello. Ooh, I think that is Camp Golf as well. We'll probably head there this episode because there's some fun stuff to do. You would think something as large as a crashed aircraft wouldn't be that difficult to find in a body of water this size, but apparently it is. Right, we'll look... I thought that was it then. We'll look about a little bit more and then probably call it a day. Call it a day looking for the bomber, not just just end the episode. Can't find the bomber. End of episode. There she is. Right. I also rectified an issue. I forgot to turn my light on before I started recording. There's the old bomber. Crashed B-29. I don't think there's anything you can actually do with it. And scope it out and try not to drown. But it is pretty cool looking. Let's just go down and have another quick look. No, I'm pretty sure there's nothing you can do. Yeah, just check out its fuselage. I might be wrong in thinking there's nothing you can do with it, but I'm sure somebody will tell me if I am incorrect. Right, we're heading off towards this building here, which is the... I think that's Camp Golf. Might hop up onto the land just to make it a bit more interesting. Ah, there's a lot of activity over here. Colville Bay. So it's mostly insects. Let's go clear this place out.
All mine.
Oh, shit. It's Cazadors. Ah, God. Damn it. This was a terrible idea. This was a terrible idea. Okay. Actually having a squad makes that so much easier. Do I have any antidote? I do not.
Can't run from me.
They're worth quite a bit. Let's stick the normal armor back on. Maybe not, actually. Spacesuit's got... Yeah, the spacesuit's got more armor at the moment than my leather armor does. Pop a stim pack as well. Ah, okay. Cazador nest. Anything for my plucky, intrepid exploring? You know, risking life and limb and all that? Or is it just a random building? Let's try upstairs. Could be something worth our while. Nope. And nope. Well then. But it's another place on the map that's been explored, and I feel good about that. What's this up here? Oh, more Cazadors. Can we take them? I feel like we're much better equipped now than we were. And we've got Boone and EDE, so this should be possible. By creeping up on him. Ah, these are the big boys. These are the big boys. Wait till they get a bit closer. Not that close. There's one down. Don't die, Boone. Don't die. No! Do not die! Don't die!
Contact.
I've got no way of healing you from poison, so I just kind of had to stand there and watch your health going down. Oof. That was a scary, scary time. Right, that's why Cazadors are horrible. Right, let's check out that place over there. Or is that across the water? I think that's across the water. It might even be Hoover Dam. Seems to suggest slightly closer though. Oh, it's that place. Right, no, I'm not. We've just taken on Cazadors. I can't imagine my Lurk Kings are going to be much more tough. Let's stealth boy it. There is nobody here anymore. This was full of my alert kings. Wonder where they've gone. It's all too quiet. Okay. That was pretty worthless. I thought there might be a snow globe or something. Okay, let's get out of here. Can't see a damn thing. It is actually pitch black. I am guessing where I'm going at this point. Okay, there's land. This is a place? Fisherman's Pride Shack. Good God. There we go. Alright, let's get some rest. Ooh. Yeah, one of the mods I've installed, it does actually make the nights a lot darker. It's not E, it's W. So yes. Not being able to see does mean travelling in the daytime is definitely preferable. Anything I can steal? Take those BBs and that BB gun. Never know when that'll come in handy. In fact, that will never come in handy, but never mind. Alright. Oh well, at least we were going in generally the right direction. Got another location over here. Couple actually. We will check them out. Oh god, there's loads. They're all Cazador nests, aren't they? Right guys, eyes open. We're heading into enemy territory yet again. There they are. We might as well clear them out while we're here. See if we can stay hidden till we're over this rise, and then we should see them. There they are.
All mine.
Okay, just open fire. Why not? Good God, they close that distance so quickly. Right, let's... That's me taking poison damage. Yibbity. Yeah, I need to get some anti-venom, I think. Should we check out this way first? Do you know what? We'll do this way first, then we'll work our way backwards that way. Back down the train tracks. I do want to go up to Camp Golf. And I am conscious that if I start doing side quests, I'll get caught up in doing that all episode and get nothing done. Damn. More of them. They're everywhere. Hey. So the Bug Stomper perk. Pulling the legs off ants suits you well. You gain damage bonus against insects. Huzzah. That will serve us very well in our fight against those horrific poisonous flying pieces of shit. What is all this up here? Ah, there's death claws. We're not going that way. Boone, you absolute lunatic. Well, at least the young death claws. Oh, blind death claws. Okay. Is this Quarry Junction? I'm just going to quick save it. Let's go check this place out. Famous last words. I'll do. Actually, we'll have a Brahmin steak as well for the strength buff. Yeah, these are all blind Deathclaw. Oh, for blind Deathclaw, they're pretty damn perceptive. That one is stuck inside that digger machine. What are you guys killing over there? Okay, I did press V, but nothing happened. That's a bigger Deathclaw. Stand up. Quickly. Wow, what a terrible idea this was. Okay. We're not going that way. Let's go to Camp Golf instead. We could probably do that if we had a fat man. Do we have a fat man? We don't, but we do have lots of explosives. I wonder if it's worth just trying to pepper the... No, there's too many of them. Let's come back later. Do what we set out to do. I think this is Camp Golf, yes. Your sandbag barriers cannot stop me.
Glad you're with us.
I wasn't aware I was. Hey. Right, let's report to the actual the garrison. See who's in charge. Who we got in here? Lots of rangers.
You've done a good turn for the NCR, and now we'd like to do one for you. Here's an NCR emergency two-way radio. You call, and we'll come running. You're not alone out here. The NCR has your back. Stay safe and good hunting.
I can live with that. Thank you very much.
Hey.
I need to speak to the person in charge, please. Okay. Probably upstairs. We'll check the ground level first. I'm not going to start hacking terminals or doing things I shouldn't be doing.
Hello.
Hello. Excuse me, Boone. Okay. Pretty deserted. I would have assumed that the Commandant's office would be up here. Lots of old tech being stored about. So this is what I mean, like, this is meant to be a military place, like a military installation. I felt the same way about the Pentagon, the Citadel in Fallout 3. It's like, yeah, fair enough. We've got a post-apocalyptic setting where things are a bit ramshackle and run down, but come on, you know, you guys are supposed to be a military fighting force out here. Where's your discipline? Where's your cleanliness? I think I whinged about this in the Walking Dead final season videos. I was like, I don't understand why people can't just pick up a few bits of crap and put them all in one place rather than have it all over the spot. You know. Anyway. Ah, this must be where the people in charge are. Yeah.
Oh, hell. What is it now?
How you like serving in the army?
Man, it's my life. I joined up when I was 16. I don't know how to do anything else.
Joined at 16 and you're still a sergeant?
Yeah, well, I didn't want to get promoted out of the field. I didn't join up to drive a desk.
Fair point.
I've been here since the first push into Vegas. Back in the day, this camp was the hotspot for conflicts with the Legion, Raider tribes, you name it. These days, I spend most of my time trying to beat a little discipline into the soldiers under my command. They've gotten soft with no action.
Funny, I thought this was where they sent washouts and losers. So what do you know? What do you do now the fighting's died down?
Mostly drill the troops, try to keep the discipline up and combat readiness high. It's not the easiest job in the world. Soldiers without a mission get bored very easily. Still, with the Legion just across the river, we have to be ready.
Sounds like you're a little disappointed in your troops.
Disappointed? We call them the misfits for a reason. They're undisciplined, lazy, and they have absolutely no esprit de corps. The squad leader's got some promise, kid named Mags. But as for the rest, I don't see much hope. I'm going to make them shape up if it kills me, though. Or them, for that matter.
Maybe I can help you whip them into shape.
You're welcome to try. Hell, maybe they'll listen to somebody they don't see as an authority figure. Yeah, whatever.
Alright, I don't actually know if we have high enough skills to do any of this, but let's go and have a word with the troops. See what's what. Who's this? Oh, Hanrahan.
Howdy, great to see you.
Howdy. Can you tell me a little about your squad mates?
They're mostly pretty nice. Poindexter showed me how to make fireworks. Raz kind of scares me sometimes, but I don't mind. He's had a hard life.
What about you?
Well, I was born on a farm out in California. Weren't much. Me, Ma, and Pa, my 2 sisters, and about 40 acres of corn and Brahmin. Didn't ever have no problems, really, except for some lean years. Then I joined up and got shipped out here to New Vegas.
What do you think of Camp Golf?
Oh, it's a fine place. The lake is real pretty, and we don't get bothered much by them Legion fellers.
How'd you end up in the army?
Well, as it turns out, we had a string of bad harvests a few years back. Pa said he couldn't afford to feed but 3 youngins or we'd starve. As the biggest one, it was my job to go join the army so's my sisters could eat, and so's we wouldn't all be killed by raiders, and Jesus would love us.
Wow.
It's all right, I guess. I don't like all the fighting we gotta do, though.
I'm just going to turn the light down a little bit. It's blinding me. One sec. That's kind of better. Why are you so afraid of fighting?
I ain't scared. I just don't like hurting folks is all. Ma always used to tell me, boy, you're the biggest and the strongest, so you mind yourself. Every day she told me that. Guess I done took it to heart.
Sergeant McCready asked me to talk to you about getting your squad in shape.
To me? I'll tell you what I think this squad needs. A little more basic human niceness.
What do you mean?
Folks just don't talk to other folks. And everybody's always cross with each other.
So you think I should find ways to convince the misfits to get along?
That'd be swell. Only if they knew the idea came from me, they probably wouldn't take you serious no more. So maybe you ought to think about it first. And I sure hope you're more convincing than I am, or they ain't gonna listen.
Okay, I'll ask around first.
Whatever you think's best. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Right, so I guess there's different ways to
Wish I
convince...
had a first recon guy looking after me. I'm assuming you aren't associated with the Army or the Rangers. What can I do for you?
Tell me about yourself.
To what purpose? It's highly unlikely you'd understand anything I'd say. Suffice to say, I'm a certified genius, and when I'm discharged from this pit of testosterone and failure, I'll have all the money I could ever need.
How'd a guy like you end up in the army?
It's a simple idea. The Army offers fiscal security and generous benefits at the cost of substantial personal risk, if you're on the front line. If you perform too poorly, they'll scrub you out. Perform too well, and you get sent to the front lines. All I have to do is ride that mediocrity gradient to a cushy, do-nothing job miles away from the war.
That's where your genius lies, in finding the jobs that don't involve any actual combat. Fair enough. Are you in charge?
In a strictly official capacity, no. However, as I am by far the most intelligent and resourceful figure on this base, I feel it's safe to say the soldiers here look up to me.
So that's a no then.
I suppose if you must stick with your narrow, parochial view of in charge, then yes, it's a no. Are we done?
Sergeant McCready asked me to talk to you about getting your squad in shape.
That seems highly illogical. What reason would he have for doing that?
He thinks you might respond better to someone who isn't an authority figure.
This is an unexpected variable. I had hoped to coast on an easy wave of mediocrity to a cushy government pension.
Guess you don't feel so smart now, huh?
Your insults are both unhelpful and unwanted. I'll thank you to keep them to yourself.
Going back to those squad improvements, I had an idea.
And what do you propose?
It occurs to me that I might cheat.
An intriguing proposition. Company readiness reports are logged on the computer systems at the resort. If you hack the system, you could alter our records. Such an attempt, however, is likely to thwart efforts to motivate the squad to do actual work. If such is your goal, you should look elsewhere.
Yeah, let's not do that.
As you wish. I'm sure the optimal solution will become apparent to you in time.
So we can either make the squad be nice to each other, alter the records to fudge the squad's performance. Raz?
What you want, Holmes?
What's your story?
Ain't much to tell. Grew up out west, in the Boneyard. Heard of it?
Yeah, from
not
Fallout
many
1.
people have. Wasn't really a good place for kids, you know? I joined up to get out. My family's still back there.
And why are you in the army?
Shit, man, it was this or the Fiends. And Fiends don't last too long in the NCR. At least this way, the badasses with the top shelf guns are on my side.
What about your squad mates?
We don't talk too much, mostly. Poindexter's a smart-ass prick.
Yeah,
Well,
he is.
Hanrahan's a big pussy, ain't good for shit in a fight. And Mags? Well, Mags is cut out for something other than soldiering, you dig?
Sounds like a bunch of winners.
Whatever. Not like I need any of them. I do just fine on my own.
Right, let's talk about getting your squad into shape.
Yo, I'll tell you what this squad needs. A healthy dose of angry juice.
Angry juice?
Psycho, the big red one.
Okay.
I used to run with the Fiends. I still got the hookups. Smuggle some in and you'll see an improvement.
Nope, I will see a bunch of
Whatever.
drug addicts instead of soldiers. It's Mags.
Glad to see you haven't gotten yourself killed yet.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Not much to tell, really. I grew up in New Reno, joined up, took my shot at being a ranger, didn't make it, so I'm stuck with this crew of jokers.
How come you didn't make it into the Rangers?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe because I'm saddled with the worst damn unit in the NCR Army. Think that might have something to do with it?
No, because didn't that come after you failed to get into the Rangers? Sounds like you aren't too fond of your squad mates.
Yeah. I mean, no. They're okay people, but they don't care, you know? They don't have any ambition, no drive. They're slacking off, and that reflects badly on me.
The place doesn't seem so bad.
Please. Camp Golf is where they shuffle off anybody they don't want anymore. Assignment here is a career ender.
Okay. Why did you join the army?
I guess I wanted to make something of myself, you know? Be the best of the best. I wanted to be a ranger, but guess this is as close as I get.
How'd you end up assigned to Camp Golf?
Easy. This is where they send all the fuck-ups and people they don't want. But hey, it's not like I'm bitter or anything.
Okay, how can we get your squad into shape then?
He did, huh? Well, good luck with that. You'd have an easier time teaching radroaches to march in formation.
What needs to be done?
Well, if you ask me, what we really need is to get this whole squad out on the practice range. Shape up our marksmanship and explosive skill. I'm sure the others have their own ideas, though.
Okay, that seems like the most reasonable thing to do.
Okay.
But I don't want to do it until I know I'm good enough to teach them anything at all. Guns 45, explosives 37. How close are we to our next level? Alright, so we've nearly got our next level. So what we'll do is we will try and bump up. If we bump things up to 50, that should be enough. And then we'll supplement it with some books and get them out on the range. Let's just get some... We'll gather some exploration XP and that should bring us up to the requisite level. Let's go and wander off. Explore. White Horse Nettle. What's this down here? Lake Las Vegas. Really? Okay. Got some smoke coming from the horizon. That's never a good sign. Everybody with us? Yep. Just struggling with the road barrier there. Where is all this smoke coming from? Am I about to walk into something I wish I hadn't? Let's just quickly get our health back to full. Yeah, yes. Maybe the exploration idea isn't going to get us to where we need to be. I might actually have to go do a mission. Can we? Night Stalker blood. Don't have any of that. Ooh, is that a... It's just a normal bottle cap. I thought it was one of those special star ones for a sec. Alright, well... Let's just go wandering for a bit. Ooh, there is actually a reason to go over here. And another potential follower, I believe. Come on, you two. Where's EDE gone? I'm sure I'll catch up. So this is a trading post, if memory serves. Yes. And you...
No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from?
The grave.
Huh. Well, in that case, I take it back. You look pretty good, given the circumstances. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground.
You live in a hole in the ground?
Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family. Whatever they need.
So you just leave your family in the bunker?
Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something on the level?
Go ahead.
I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them?
They're usually harmless unless you use advanced technology around them. They're enemies of the NCR. If you know where they are, you should turn them in. They've got the right idea. Yeah, I know how. I know to shoot them on sight. No, they're usually harmless unless you use advanced technology around them.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem for me. I can't afford anything like that. Hey, so where are you headed anyway?
They're the strip.
Ooh, very exciting. Gonna strike it rich, huh? I'll be honest. You're the first person I've run across out here that looks like he can really handle himself.
Well, you've not been looking very hard.
There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together. Help each other out.
You don't look like much. What do you bring to the table?
Good. That's the look I was going for. Trust me on this one, though. You'll be glad you brought me along. If I turn out to be a burden, we can part ways at any time. No hard feelings.
Where are you hoping to go?
Oh, nowhere in particular, really. Just hoping to see more of the world. Looking for a fresh perspective. I want to see how different groups have adapted to survive in the Mojave. See if there's something I can learn from.
Don't you have a family to feed?
Like I said, they can handle themselves. And I'm not the only one getting supplies for them. It's a big family.
Okay, yeah, so we need to get rid of Boone if we're going to take Veronica. I'd like to, but I can't take you with me right now.
Aw, you really know how to make a girl feel like a stray cat. But, okay, my offer stands, if we run into each other again.
So you are a hand-to-hand specialist by the looks of things. Boone, I still have business with Boone.
Welcome to the 188 Slop and Shop. How can I help you?
I want to trade. Who are you?
Name's Michelle. My dad and me run this store. His name's Samuel. I take the day shift and he takes nights. We came here about a month ago when Prim went to hell on account of the prison break north of there. Found a bin to call home and set up shop.
You can go back now because Prim's okay. Why'd you settle in this dump?
There's more to the 188 than meets the eye. Troops move back and forth on 93 all the time, and 95 is how NCR folks come and go from Vegas. No shortage of customers, so long as Legion raids south of here don't get worse anyways.
What do you know about Legion raids?
Not much. I hear some folks got killed down by Nelson. Or was it Novak? I don't know. If they come up this way, me and Dad'll go someplace else.
I do know why, but tell me anyway.
You do know these old roads were numbered, right? We're standing where the 95 and 93 meet. And 95 plus 93 equals 188.
Very good.
Have a look.
Right, what you got? I will sell some things with you. Can have that BB gun. And the sawed-off shotgun. Which was worth quite a lot of money, actually. You don't actually have very many caps, but it's probably okay. It means we can take quite a bit. I'll take that, take those, take those, take 10mm rounds, take your... don't really need that. Take the 20 gauge slugs. That'll do.
Another satisfied customer. Bye.
Bye. Alright, so we can't have Veronica just yet. I am aware that we're going the wrong way again. But I kind of want to get this camp golf mission done. Which means we have to explore. Oh, is this the place with the bloody... with the Deathclaw in the mountain? I think it is. Ooh! Found a vault. Well, let's go check out our first vault. Mantis. Giant mantis.
Take him.
Don't know why I did that. Oh no! I thought I'd permanently just steal the door shut then. Like, oh, great. Never mind. Okay. Where? Okay, guess we're going in. Giant rat. Giant dead rat. I thought we discussed this about the whole not being hostile to everything.
Got you in my sights.
Right, come here. Be that thing. You.
Good.
Medical supplies? Yes, please.
Keep looking. Got you in my sights.
Ooh. Got a bit melee then for a second. Ow! Just got a good look at the rest of the vault through the clipping floor there. Okay, I guess we're going down. I did want to take this a bit more leisurely, chaps, but I guess not.
Eat this.
Let's just clear the place out, I guess. That's trapped, I think. Public terminal. Vault 11 election guide. Dear fellow Vault Dweller, congratulations, your dedication to the democratic process is the bedrock upon which the continued stability of Vault 11 is based. Now, to help you make your decision for this year's election, the coalition of Vault 11 voting blocks has put together this handy Dweller's official guide to obtaining overseers democratically or do good. That contains a summary of the leading candidates for Overseer, as well as the statements, key positions, and most importantly, endorsements. Sincerely, Roy Gottlieb, Chairman, Coalition of Vault 11 Voting Blocks, President, Justice Block. Candidate Henry Glover. Endorsements, Utilitarian Block, Divine Will Block, Allied Service Workers Block. I'm devoted husband and father of 6. Beautiful children. My oldest, Sam, was on the honour roll this quarter, and I couldn't be prouder of him. My youngest, Henry Jr., just said his first word, and it was Dada. We've got this bond already, and he's still just a baby. Friends, when you go to the polls this election, I want you to think of your own children. Then I want you to think of Sam and Henry Jr. Picture their faces. Nate Stone should be Overseer, not me. What? Okay. Candidate Donna Haley, Human Dignity Block, United Vault Technicians Block. I'm aware of the rumours circulating about me. I want everybody to know that they're vicious lies being spread by the other candidates in a desperate smear campaign. I've never in my life done anything so depraved, let alone 4 such things. But even if I had, that still wouldn't mean you should vote for me. Consider the fact that I'm grossly underqualified for the position, and that both my opponents are far more deserving. I know nothing about governance. You would be hard-pressed to find a worse candidate than me. I can promise you my administration would be a disaster. Candidate Nathan Stone, Justice Block. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't even be a candidate, and I wouldn't be if it weren't for all the dirty backroom politics going on around here. It's sickening. You should all be ashamed. Fellow citizens, due to the tragic events of the past few days, the coalition of Vault 11 voting blocks has unanimously decided to postpone the election for Overseer pending further investigation into the murders. Your security team wishes you to know that they are working tirelessly day and night to find the perpetrator and are already following up on a number of promising leads. God willing, if the killer is apprehended swiftly, we may have found a promising new candidate for Overseer. It doesn't sound like the Overseer Harry Hart, President, Human Dignity Block. Yeah, it doesn't sound like the office of President is a good thing to have in Vault 11. Effective immediately, the traditional selection process for Overseer is hereby ended. In lieu of a yearly election, a citizen will be chosen 1 month prior to the start of his or her term with our mainframe's random number generator, ensuring complete impartiality and fairness. Catherine Stone, Overseer. So the computer chooses the Overseer randomly.
Contact!
That's the same. I hate Nate. Rumours about Haley are baseless. Vote Stone for Overseer. Glover has done nothing wrong. Vote for Stone. So yeah, the role of Overseer seems more like a punishment than a boon. Sorry, not a boon. I feel like I've been in here before. Let's check the map. Okay, let's head over here. Right. Every time you pull out that bumper sword, I get very disturbed.
Keep looking.
I don't have to, because you apparently seem to be going to it straight away. You know, I'm just going to let you have at it. Or maybe not. That's the same. Now what? God damn. Ooh, that's an NCR trooper.
Never mind.
You two are just mad. Okay. Let's get that NCR armor on. Yeah, that'll do. And then the trooper helmet does give more armor than that, but it doesn't give the buffs. So we'll leave that for now, and we'll give
Fine by me.
the other armor back to Boone. Wow, you look like Hunter S. Thompson for a second there. Right, let's go. Nothing else down this corridor. Didn't see anything in here, but I'll take another quick look around. Sexy. The temptation to just take all the armor off Boone and give him the sexy sleepwear. Right. Back downstairs. Did we go this way? I think we did. So what's the other way? Hello? Oh, okay, that just... yeah. That's fine. That makes sense. Some strange noises coming from down here. Move in, troops. Beep, 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 beep. God, that's with my light on as well. It's still really dark. Get out of the way.
Alright. It's over.
It is over for now. For now. Ooh, terminal's locked. Not anymore. Security recording. Okay, we can listen to that, I guess. Let's have a listen.
She can't do this. It's done. We're done. Nothing's done. She's got the authority. The only thing she can't do is change her own fate. Nothing says she can't change the selection process for future overseers. I say she can't. You shouldn't have toyed with her like that, Roy. We still have the majority. We don't vote for anything anymore. I'm not talking about voting. What then? You want to have a sit-in? A hunger strike? Not exactly. Maybe march into her office with torches and pitchforks? Yes. Come on. I mean it. What? Start a revolution? Laws don't outlast their governments. Roy, all we have to do is wait until someone from Justice Block gets picked for overseer. Then we have them change the law back. There won't be any blocks after the new overseer is picked tomorrow. Everyone's going to move on. By the time we've reformed, who knows if we'll still be in the majority? We can hold the block together. You don't know that. Besides, what if the computer picks you? What if it picks me? And your solution is to start shooting? Not if we don't have to. Look, we arm up. We go to the lower floors, take some strategic targets. Power, food, water. Just until she turns authority over to us. The other blocks won't support it. They're tired of us having the power. We have the majority. We don't need them. This isn't a vote, Roy. They'll fight back. They've never had the nerve. Hell of a way to test it.
Well, well. That all sounds a bit nefarious. Obviously the government down here failed in a drastic kind of way. Oh god.
All clear.
Yep, certainly is. Yes. I don't know whether that will have been... was that Vault 11's experiment? Its kind of social experiment was to have the Vault computer choose their elected representative. And then see how the population deals with it. Not well, if this is any indication. Let's take a Vault 11 jumpsuit. Always like to take a souvenir from each vault I've been in. Alright, so we're looking for...
Take them out.
Stairway down.
spotted.
Security terminal. Deposition. Excerpt from the deposition of the defendant Catherine Stone by Vault Attorney Jared Miles. Okay, let's pick up where we left off. Kate. Catherine. Sorry, right, Catherine. I keep forgetting. My husband calls me Kate. You were telling us of a discussion you allegedly had with Roy Gottlieb of the Justice Block. Not allegedly, had. We've been through this. It's still just your word against his, Ms. Stone. But please, the discussion. Sighs. He said my husband's name had come up in their meetings. The candidate endorsement meetings. Yes, they were going to endorse him. He wouldn't say why, but I know my husband had a regular poker game with some of them, and he'd been on a winning streak lately. And according to you, what did Mr. Gottlieb offer? He said he could sway his block, prevent the endorsement, but only if you what, Catherine? Only if you performed sexual favours. Yes. Was this just for Mr. Gottlieb? No, all the block leadership, they're friends. And you agreed? What else could I do? They had a majority. How long did this go on for before the endorsements came out? I don't know, a month maybe? And when they came out, and your husband was endorsed despite your supposed agreements, was that when you decided to kill the members of the block? Yes. I thought their majority is pretty slim. If I thin things out a little, especially in the leadership, someone else might get elected. Assuming you weren't caught. No, Mr. Miles, I expected to be caught. That was my best chance. Now they'll elect me. A confessed murderer. You think voters would be willing to risk putting you in charge? They have to pick somebody and live with their reasons. Yes, but wait and see. Oh. It's one of the things I like about the Vault background, the sort of like deeper lore behind what went on in the vaults. Because on the face of it, you've got this like daft, silly kind of post-apocalyptic world. You know, it's a bit brutal, but on the face of it, it's quite ridiculous. But then you learn about what happened in the vaults as humanity was kind of breaking apart, and especially what Vault-Tec kind of had the Vault residents go through. It's all very... Oh, there's a mini nuke in there. It's that kind of almost like creepypasta kind of thing, which I really like. Can't get into the security room because I don't have a high enough lock science skill. That should put me just over. Maybe? Yeah. Right. Guns and explosives. So we've got just enough to get... No, we don't. Is there anything on here that increases my explosives? Ooh, that's a nice one to have. Hobbler and Sniper are definitely going to be two of the ones I'm going to be taking. But if there's anything that can give me explosives just for this. Nice. Bloody mares, no gunslinger, mad bomber. Oh no, that's just for special explosive recipes. We don't want that. So that's the opposite to the Sneering Imperialist perk that we took. Right, I'm going to go Sniper and then Hobbler. Nothing there seems to give me the ability to do extra... increases my explosive skill, so pretty useless to me. Something just died. I'm just going to leave them to do whatever they want to do, because I'm not just going to chase them around the entire time. Excuse me. Oh god. Whoa. Well, that didn't go very well. I do actually have some more leather armor, or Boone's wearing it at the moment.
Fine by me.
Wonder if I can take his armor off him while he's... yeah. Oh, actually... just had a thought. Yeah, no you can. Better heal. Some food items, please. Ramen steak, cola, water. Loot. I wonder what it was that exploded. So that's where I went down. Did you guys do anything else up here?
Stay sharp.
Let's check out the Overseer's office.
You're mine.
What? We need a key. That's probably in the security office that we couldn't get into. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll take the pre-war money. Ah! Okay, we'll come back to the Overseer's office later on. Let's see what else is down here. Obviously some kind of firefight took place because there's lots of dead bodies. And lots of ammo crates. Let's head for... Ooh! Right, bit of Red X. Ah, that was a trap. Interesting. Boo.
From me.
Got you in my sights.
Good work. Almost like I don't have to do anything. Nice. What have we here? Lots of 12 gauge rounds. Oops. Lots of doors. Where exactly are we going? Cafeteria, reactor. Green. Pretty sure we've already been this way. Oh, this is the lower level below the overseer's office. Okay.
Can't run from me.
Prepared speech for Gus Olson, Ombudsman for the annual Overseer election. Let's have a listen to that. Oh, we do have the password. Good afternoon. Each year it is the appointed task of the Ombudsman not only to officiate the election, but to chronicle it in hopes that after the last Overseer has finished his term and walked to his death in the chamber beneath his office. What? And the vault has become still, that one day some excavator from humanity or perhaps some yet unknown race of super beings might find our records and incorporate them into historical canon. But lately it's occurred to me that that's not really why. I think the real reasons we do it is because we want to believe that somebody in the archive, somewhere in the archives, there's an answer to all of this. Or perhaps there will be one when the historical records are completed and the whole story is told. We want it to make sense. We understand why the Vault's mainframe will kill us if we do not offer one of our own as a yearly sacrifice. To fully comprehend why we continue to have these elections despite the unfettered corruption that has plagued it for what must be decades by now. There was a simpler time when elections meant shaking hands and kissing babies, but now with the rise of voting blocks and this infestation of bribery, drug trafficking, smuggling and God knows what else, we want to know why. Well, I've been through the archives and I can tell you won't find the answer there. You'll find an account of the first Overseer who entered the vault as the only citizen aware of the sacrifices that would have to take place, but he didn't have the answers either. If he did, surely he would have foreseen the citizens' anger when he broke the news. Surely he would have guessed they would want to choose a sacrifice democratically, in the way that we citizens are accustomed to washing our hands of terrible deeds. and that his name would be at the top of the polls, and that the simultaneous vacancy of Overseer and Martyr would forever fuse the two positions here in Vault 11. But he didn't. He had the answers no more than any of us, and the records state that after the citizens discovered that the sacrificial chamber's password was his wife Betty's first name, and its door was unsealed so he could be offered as the first sacrifice, he walked into that room crying like a child. I can only wonder if there are no answers to be found, and we're just going along with this because we don't see another choice. Nevertheless, I still hold on to hope that we can find one. I urge you all to take that journey I took, to remember that it wasn't so long ago that we were ruled by our civility and dignity, and those were times we didn't think... Those were times when we didn't have to be quite so ashamed. Thank you. Ooh! Creepy Vault 11. Creepy Vault 11. I must be the only person in the history of the world who can miss at that distance with a shotgun. Right, so now we know the deep dark secret of Vault number 11. And we do have the Vault Overseer's password. Oh, that's the speech we've just read. Overseer's office, Overseer's terminal, login, Betty. Overseer's order. Effective immediately, the traditional selection process for Overseer is hereby ended in lieu of the yearly election, blah blah blah. We've read that before. Let's open the sacrificial chamber. God.
Congratulations, Martyr. Your fantastic journey is only just beginning. Please proceed to the light. The light is calming and puts your mind at ease. Go to the light. Welcome. Please sit in the chair. The show is about to begin.
Happy trails.
Greetings, Martyr, and welcome. If you're here now, it means you've been offered up as a sacrifice so that your vault can continue to thrive. Currently, you may be feeling sad or angry. Perhaps you never got to have grandkids, or to enjoy the pleasures of a fresh cigar. But march with your chin held high, soldier, and remember that each of us has an important role to play. For some people, their role might be to heal the sick. For others, it might mean they will drive a race car or fly a rocket ship. And some of us are meant to forfeit our lives for the good of the people. Sure, it might not be as fun as driving a race car, but it's every bit as important. Let's take a moment to reflect on the moments that made your life worth living. Think about that time you kissed your steady girl for the first time under the bleachers at the big game. Or when you snuck out after curfew to catch that new flick that your parents wouldn't let you see because it was too scary. Boy, were they right. And who could forget when you met the love of your life? What a looker. These are just examples. Do you feel that feeling stirring in your chest as you think of these things? Good. What you are feeling is peace. You've led a great life. Living it has been its own reward. But it is only the beginning. Close your eyes now and imagine what joys await you in the next life. The afterlife. Can you see them? Good.
I believe... Yeah. It's a good thing I've got those pulse slugs, isn't it? That's enough. That's enough. Super stim. Jet. Hydra. Ramen stick. Buff out. Medex. All the drugs. Psycho. Turbo. Weapon. Let's carry on using the pulse slugs for now. Woo-wee! All made possible through the use of heavy chemical augmentation. Ooh. Right. Is there anything lootable in here? Other than the robots we just killed. We survived the sacrificial chamber of Vault 11. Ooh. Hello. System recording, Vault 11 solution. Automated response, Vault 11 solution. Override lockdown. Let's have a listen to those things.
Alright, I know you can hear me, so listen up. There's 5 of us left. 5 out of I don't know how many. So, it's over. We've talked and it's over. We're not gonna send anybody to die anymore. So shut off our water, our gases, or do whatever it is you're programmed to do. But we're done listening to you.
Congratulations, citizens of Vault 11. You have made the decision not to sacrifice one of your own. You can walk with your head held high, knowing that your commitment to human life is a shining example to us all. And to make that feeling of pride even sweeter, I have some exciting news. Despite what you were led to believe, the population of Vault 11 is not going to be exterminated for its disobedience. Instead, the mechanism to open the main vault door has now been enabled, and you can come and go at your leisure. But not so fast. Be sure to check with your overseer to find out if it's safe to leave. Here at Vault-Tec, your safety is our #1 priority.
Oh. So, if you think about that, they've spent God knows how many years and countless lives in obedience to a machine, sacrificing residents on a yearly basis because they thought if they didn't, the vault would switch off their means of survival. And the entire time, they could have just said no. And they would have been given the keys to the front door. That really... Oof. It's difficult to describe the way that, like, that kind of stuff hits, you know. They've just been doing that for so long that they just thought that was the only way. But that really ties in well with the whole conditioning, you know, the behavioural societal project that Vault-Tec was doing. How would people react if they were given, you know, this very specific circumstance to exist within? Would they fall in line? Would they resist? How would they react? There you go. Got down to 5 people. 5 out of an entire vault's population before they decided no more. Gives me chills, man. Gives me chills. Anyway, that's Vault 11 done. Didn't find a bobblehead. Not a bobblehead. A thingamajig. Snow globe. So we might come back here if I do discover that there are any. Just the way out? Don't think it is. Get me out of here, man. Clinic. Ah, there it is. Classroom. I think we've already been in here. Cigar lounge. Ah, that's what that was. Interesting. Maintenance. Where's the front door? Ah, there it is. Right, let's get out of here and go back to Camp Golf. We'll try doing the training with the skills that we've got. I don't think it's going to be enough, but it never hurts to try. This is where I get shot on the way back. Well, we're at full health and we seem to be doing okay. And we've still got EDE. I'm assuming we still have EDE. Yes, we do. It is good that he doesn't class as a companion. I knew that you could only have a certain, well, one companion. For some reason in my head I thought that it was like in Fallout 1 and 2 where it's based on your charisma. So you could have more than one companion, but it was only ever half of your charisma score and never more than 3. Or something like that. My favourite team up used to be Marcus from Broken Hills. Well, Fallout 2. Be Marcus from Broken Hills and Sulik. Fallout 1 I really didn't care about companions too much, to be honest. I much preferred doing all that by myself. But Fallout 2, companions kind of made it more interesting. Right. Let's whip these sorry suckers into shape. If we can find... What was that woman's name? Mags? There she is.
Wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
Right, if we use... We must have something in here that increases explosive skill. Programs, lads life, no. Chance. Guess not. Never mind.
Glad to see you haven't gotten yourself killed yet.
So about those improvements.
Yeah, what about it? I told you we need marksmanship and explosive handling improvements.
Let's get out to the range.
Are you sure? I've got enough clout to get them started, but these guys are pretty lazy. I doubt they'll want to be pulled in different directions.
Let's do it.
You're the boss.
Come on, people. Follow me, recruits. Today, people, today. While we're young. Absolutely badass. Are we good? ED's in the way.
Okay, everybody's lined up and ready to go. Any suggestions?
Take positions where you can cover each other, stay focused.
You heard the man, people. Get focused.
Take your time, pick your shots, and tell your squad mates who you're shooting at.
I've got the one at 11 o'clock. Raz, O'Hanrahan, take the two on the right. Poindexter, the center.
Exhale before you fire, squeeze the trigger, don't jerk it.
Right. Exhale, squeeze. Focus on the shot.
Well, I think that went well, don't you?
Thanks for the help. I think the whole unit's doing a lot better now.
Was that a first recon guy looking after me?
You don't need one.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish.
Glad to see you haven't gotten yourself killed yet.
So, did the shooting range practice take care of things?
It helped, but we still got a grenade range inspection to pass.
Get the troops lined up.
After the help you gave us at the shooting range, we'll take any advice you've got. I'll line them up.
What's our explosives skill? Yeah, we should be able to do this. 45 was the cap for the last one.
Okay, we've got our dummy grenades and the course is live. We're all set.
Okay. Okay, to start, pull the pin, let it cook off for a count of 3, then throw.
Right, easy enough. 1, 2, 3.
Don't pitch it like a baseball, lob it. You want a good solid arc.
Solid arc. Check. Lob them up and over, people.
And don't worry about accuracy, use grenades to break up clusters of enemies.
Hold the grenades for groups, squad. Hit them in clusters and send them running.
Okay, I think that went well.
Yeah, I do. Thanks. I think we might survive this now.
Holy shit! Please stop doing everything you're doing. Right, enough.
Glad to see you haven't gotten yourself killed yet.
Don't point that weapon at me. How's the squad doing?
Thanks to you, I think we're in good shape. The squad seems to be functioning much better as a unit now.
God for that. Right, let's go report back to the sergeant. Oh, those guys get themselves killed on their own firing range. Teach them all those skills and they've got no bloody muzzle discipline. Or barrel discipline, whatever you call it, where you don't wave fucking loaded weapons in people's faces. And splash damage from grenades keeps bouncing back and trying to kill us. Right, you're down in that tent, aren't you? I'm going back into the main building. That's not where I need to go. Alright, I've trained your people for you. Where's my pay?
I gotta admit, I'm impressed. The Misfits are drilling better than I ever expected.
Is that it?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I'm just going to steal that then. Oh, you've all got really good magazines that I want. Anyway, that'll do for this episode. We have increased the NCR's effectiveness at Camp Golf and drilled the Misfits into some semblance of combat readiness and discovered the deepest, darkest secrets of Vault 11. That'll do it for this one. And I will see you in the next episode. Cheerio.